Hey, it's Mazzy. I'm recording this in August 2022. And 40 years ago this month, the compact disc came out for consumer use. Now, the first CD for commercial use was ABBA's The Visitor. The compact disc was actually invented in 1979, but in 1982 it was available for mass consumption. October of that year is when it really kind of kicked in gear and the availability happened throughout the world. Now, I got my first CD player on a Friday afternoon in 1985. I had 5 CDs, including this one, the first CD that me and so many people got and jumped on the bandwagon, and that is Dire Straits' Brothers in Arms, and all digital recording. Digital was going to be the best, the future of physical presentation. No more vinyl, scratchy, smelly. Just that format was going to die. And it almost did. But in 1982, the CD began. 40 years ago. This is sort of a tour of the compact disc from my point of view, from where I am in it now. Of course, 1982. So I jumped all in 1985, and look where I am today. Oh, now this isn't a video on the format wars. This isn't a video on the benefits of compact discs over vinyl or vinyl over compact discs. I think there's a place for both. Now, in 1985, I jumped in. I said I bought that first CD player on a Friday. Monday morning, my apartment was broken into, and those 5 CDs and that CD player was stolen. It was an NAD player. So that's the beginning of my entree into the world of compact discs, the world of CDs. Now, I mean, CDs surpassed vinyl eventually, and at that time, actually, cassettes were bigger than vinyl. So vinyl was on the downhill slope. CDs eventually exploded, and in a way, you know, we kind of were ripped off from the record companies. CDs, when they first came out, were like $18. That's a lot for a CD. At that point, records were $8, $9. So they were double the price, and they made us buy everything again. Now, it wouldn't be for two years later, in 1987, the Beatles finally came out with their issue program, their reissue program of compact discs. And what they did over a year, every 4 months, 4 Beatles CDs came out. The first 4 in mono, and then the rest in stereo. Now, of course, these are the way they came out in this form. However, if you recall, the long boxes, we had the long boxes, right? Remember this? You know why they did long boxes? 2 reasons. One, the record companies didn't want to have to switch and buy bins, and these fit in existing record bins. They just configured them and had to put sections, but they would fit in record bins. The other reason is for pilfering, because the CD, you know, if it was like this, you could just stick in your pocket. Of course, the long box, you have to stick in your pocket like this. Now, I don't know why. I don't know why. Are you amused by this? Look at this. I have all my Beatles long boxes. You know, if someone wants to give me $150 for these, or actually, how's this? If somebody in America wants these for $150, not for me, we'll donate the money. There's a musician's mental illness charity. If you want all these long boxes, oh, look at, oh, I need to keep this, right? Prince, Love Sexy. Okay. I think I should have sent that to Birmingham, England. But if somebody wants these for $150 and you donate it, I have to remember the name of my friend Chris the Long Cut knows the name of that charity. I will send these to you in America if you donate $150 to, ooh, look at this, ooh. These are probably collectible, I mean, you know, but we'll see if this happens. Oh, we got Ringo and Flowers in the Dirt. This is something else. Okay. And if you come over and clean them up over the floor right now. And then eventually in a few years, the long box was discontinued because of environmental issues. They're a waste, very much like these UHQR one-step boxes, all that wasted packaging. So, you know, we're in that same boat now with all this wasted material. But that's the story for another day, another video. The long box died and CDs became, you know, the primary format of choice for 30 years. I have to really ask a question. Is the compact disc really so compact? It looks like there's a big difference. It looks like this is so much smaller, but think about this. Now, I challenge someone out there. I remember in the late 80s, early 90s, reading an article, and I think it was either the New York Times or the New Yorker, I could be wrong, and it was sort of a scientific, interesting article with a little tongue-in-cheek slant to it about our compact discs really so compact. And maybe that's not the title, but if someone can find that article and link it back to me, I'd love to read it now today. It talked about your wall and you have to do your collection. Look at this wall. How compact is that? That's a friggin' full wall in my house here. Now, see, here's an LP. Look how narrow that LP is. That's like, you could fit 3 to 4 to 5 LPs, British cover LPs like this, in the same space as one CD. Of course, you could fit 2 above and everything, but the thickness, these are the weight. I hate these friggin' things. I hate these jewel cases with these plastic insert that break up half the time. Hate them. Thin, thick, thin, thick. Look at that. It makes no sense. Not so compact. 12-inch artwork, not so compact. Quiet, yes, not musty smelling. You know, if you drop it, only that friggin' insert breaks. But the CD, come on, look at that. Come on. I actually like better these small cardboard replicas. Like, for instance, the Japanese and the American ones as well. It replicates it. You don't need those jewel cases. Look at this. I can fit probably 2 to 3, 2 at least, double the amount of room with these cardboard sleeves with compact discs instead of these wasted jewel cases. These are Japanese replica editions with OB in this case. I know that, for instance, what's great about CDs is this concept of putting full catalogs together in one box. This is Serge Gainsbourg. This is a Mercury Universal set of all of the issues that Universal put out together. And what's great about this, you have these beautiful, slim cover art LP replicas. No need for a wasted plastic jewel box, right? I mean, come on, look at this. Melody Nelson, one of the great albums that Beck influenced on Sea Change and used and sampled on that album. But this is a good example where CDs really outshined vinyl records. There was like the blue box, the BC13, the Beatles UK releases that came in a box. Existing pressings they would stuff in a box and put out as a series. This is Fleetwood Mac 1969 and 1974, and this is put out by Warner Records, Reprise Records. And what's great about this, they're the replica, you know, gatefold or not. To me, this is the way CDs should come out. I know I read people bitching about they don't like these cardboard sleeves, they scratch the CDs. We'll put an insert in it. I could see that as a compromise. Of course, the Grateful Dead and other bands, when it comes to extended live tracks, now sometimes they're doing like this Lyceum, 24 LPs. That's a lot for a lot of people. The cost, the expense. But this has this Winterland 73 series of shows, and you can have the entire series on compact discs in a beautiful clamshell box. And this is a great way of presenting this. And this is another example of how CDs shine. These are great. They use a Planjet process on all the Grateful Dead, which is a digital process that corrects a lot of untuning and problems with the tape. And of course, when you have a Grateful Dead concert, they're always out of tune and their vocals are always out of tune. So the Planjet process somewhat corrects that and makes it more worthwhile. The sound, vinyl versus CD, you can find so many online articles and YouTube videos of people expounding the virtues of either. And there's the CD people that say, I don't want vinyl, I don't have to deal with that anymore. The turntable setup is complicated. They skip, they jump, they warp, and CDs are perfect. You know, I play CDs down here in my music room, in my office, when I'm working, because I don't have to flip them, and I like the convenience of them, and I'm all in on those. Obviously, we had situations where they would compress and the whole loudness wars. That happened more on compact discs than on vinyl. There was a competition with mastering engineers, with artists, with bands, with labels, that they wanted their song to compete with the other song, and the whole loudness war thing happened, which you really didn't get very often in vinyl. And back in our day of the vinyl days, when vinyl heyday, you didn't get this constant remastering and redoing things. You'd have different pressings. Occasionally they were updated and revised and mastered, but it wasn't like now that Jimi Hendrix's catalog has been remastered, 4 times now? Elvis Costello's went to Royco, went to Sony, went to Warner Brothers. Different aspects of the catalog, I understand. Same with David Bowie's, from Parlophone to Virgin, the Rolling Stones. Which one's better? The first Red Book? Red Book was the first process that Sony, I guess Philips and Sony created early on, and some say those are better than later remasters, and it can get friggin' confusing figuring out this CD thing. So I wanted to just do a little bit of overview here of the compact disc era, celebrating 40 years. Happy birthday, compact discs. I still love vinyl. I'm going to keep my vinyl collection. I'm not getting rid of my CDs anytime soon. So thanks for watching. Thank you, Neil, for presenting your music in every single format, even the Pano, which was a bust. But that's it. Someone come and help me clean these long boxes up. And I'm serious, $150, you donate it to that charity, I'll get you the name, the first person that wants it, and we connect with, I'll send you these if you want them. Anyway, thanks for watching. Music is your best entertainment value. Hezzy loves you.